Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, Project Vagrant, and today we're doing something a little different. Usually we do van conversion videos, but we just got our Ariel Rider D-Class e-bike in this huge box, and we're going to do an assembly video because there really aren't any online, so let's get on into it.
Yay.
So in the instructions, the first thing it says is to remove all the styrofoam.
Once you get all the styrofoam off the top, remove the bike from the box and go ahead and remove all the other foam, zip ties, etc. After that, find the included toolkit and set it aside. Unfortunately, my kit was missing a small wrench which was needed to install the front fender and the foot pegs. Luckily, I had some sockets and wrenches on hand, so it was no biggie, but annoying. Now we will start assembling the bike. First, we'll install the handlebars.
If you look really close, there's these little embedded lines, so you want to insert the fork up to that point.
The user manual says to loosen these 4 bolts, but I recommend also loosening the set of bolts below on each side. I could not get the handlebars fully seated without doing this. If you have the standard D-Class, which has a solid fork, you may or may not have this bottom set of bolts.
Almost. Oh, there you go.
There. So the second step after getting your handlebars mounted is to check your tire inflation. They are inflated, but they want you to make sure the pressure's right. We're gonna skip over that.
The tires should be aired up between 5 and 30 psi. The manual recommends 25 psi on both. I personally run about 20. The lower the psi, the less you'll feel cracks and bumps in the road. Now the user manual has a typo I'd like to point out under the factors that will decrease your range section on page 8. It says to air the tires up between 50 and 60 psi. The D-Class tires cannot handle that much pressure. I have reached out to Ariel Rider regarding this error.
Right now, we're gonna go on to the pedals. So the right pedal for the right side of the bike when you're facing it has a smooth part right here. And if you search, it has a little tiny letter R right here, but it's like took me forever to find it. The left pedal has these grooves, and there is an L in the same place, and it's like a lowercase L. So the left pedal is backwards threaded, so you're gonna put it counterclockwise to screw it in. Make sure it's in there well. You don't wanna over tighten, you don't wanna ruin the threads. And you basically repeat the same on the right side. Remember, this one is actually clockwise to screw it in.
Once the pedals are installed, we'll move on to the front fender. You'll need to remove the bolt and nut that comes pre-installed on the bike to attach the front fender.
You want the longer end to be at the back because it's going to keep stuff from splattering up.
Said you want to go for a ride? She thinks we're talking about a CNR ride. Sorry, I didn't mean to get you hyped. I didn't mean to. Sit. Sit. Musical girl. You're so pretty.
Time to put on the headlight.
There are 2 bolts that should be included in the box with the headlight. Ensure you install it with the cable pointing down. If you have trouble getting the bolts in, take a peek at the threads. Mine had a thin coat of paint in them, so I threaded the bolts into the headlight before mounting it to carve some of the paint out. This made it much easier to install. Before tightening the bolts all the way down, ensure the headlight is angled downward about as far as it can go. This will ensure you're not blinding oncoming traffic. After mounting the headlight, go ahead and connect the connector cable. The very last step of assembly is installing the passenger foot pegs. One of my favorite things about the Ariel Rider D-Class is that all these things are included. The fenders, the ability to have a passenger without an additional seat, and even these foot pegs. The box that your battery charger is in has a bag with all the bolts and nuts you will need to install the foot pegs with. There are 2 different holes you can mount the foot pegs at. I chose the ones furthest from the front to ensure I had extra room to pedal. You want to tighten them as much as you can without stripping the bolts. Finally, it's time to take this dual-motored beast for a spin. Remember to lock your battery to its tray with your key and ride safe. Drop a comment below if you'd like to see more of our electric bike. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you guys got some value from this video. If so, consider subscribing to our channel and giving this video a thumbs up. It'd really help us out. And if you're interested in checking out Ariel Rider e-bikes, you'll find a link waiting for you in the description. Catch you guys next time.